In 1963, when J.B. Kriplani was moving its first no confidence motion in the parliament, and in that speech, he said that, it's very unfortunate that I have to move this motion against the government in which so many my friends are there. But freedom of conscience and call of duty are paramount, and there is a no question for personal sentiments here. Hello everyone, welcome to the new series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today we are going to discuss an important topic. The title of today's topic is No Confidence Motion in the Parliament. So this topic is important from GS2 perspective. Moving to the points of discussion part, first of all we will discuss the news that why no confidence motion is in news, and then motions of parliament. It means that why motions of parliaments are necessary and different kinds of motion, and here we will discuss and focus on no confidence motion, then why no confidence motion, the reason for no confidence motion, and then purpose also, and then we will discuss that despite of several failures why we are discussing the no confidence motion in the parliament, and then the debate around no confidence motion, and after that we will discuss the practice question for prelims and mains. Here you have to be very careful for your mains preparation. Moving to the news part. So we all know that on 26th of July, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla has admitted a no confidence motion against the Modi-led government. And who has initiated this process? So Gaurav Gogoi, who is the deputy leader of the Lok Sabha from the Congress side, has initiated this process. And who is supporting this? So India, who is the opposition alliance against the Modi government, is supporting this thing, and also the Bharat Rashtra Samiti is also supporting this thing. So this is the brief news. Moving to the next slide. So what are the motions of parliament? So as you all know that motions of parliaments are very pivotal for the parliamentary proceedings, and it helps the opposition leaders and opposition party to raise their voice in the parliament. And there are different kinds of motions in the parliament: adjournment motion, call attention motion, censure motion, closure motion, cut motions, the motions of thanks, no date yet named motion, no confidence motion. So our today's topic is no confidence motion, and we will focusing on this thing. So we all know that Article 75 of the Indian Constitution says that, the Council of Ministers are collectively responsible to the Parliament and to the Lok Sabha. So this is the Article 75, and how many members needed for to support any kind of motion? So in this motion 50 members are required, and it can be only initiated in the Lok Sabha. So this is a brief about the motions of parliament. Moving to the purpose of no confidence motion. So why there is a no confidence motion? What is the purpose behind it? So to test whether the Council of Ministers continue to enjoy the majority in the parliament or not. As we all know that Article 75 of the Indian Constitution said that, Council of Ministers are collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha. It means they need to be in the majority. So in order to test that majority, this motion is required. The second thing is that there are 27 no confidence motion has been admitted in the parliament, but none of them has been passed and none of them has become successful. And the third thing is that, in the Modi government in 2018, there was one no confidence motion was admitted, but none of them was successful. And in 1979, when Morarji Desai was the Prime Minister of India, and at that time he realized that, he will fail the majority in the parliament, then he earlier resigned that his government will not continue to the Lok Sabha. So till now there is a no successful no confidence motion in the parliament. Moving to the next slide. So why no confidence motion despite of the failures? Because we have already discussed that, there are 27 no confidence motion has been passed in the parliament, but none of them has become successful. So despite of so many failures, why we are discussing no confidence motion again and again? Why opposition leaders are continuing the no confidence motion again and again? So there is a purpose for this thing. In order to check the accountability of the government, this no confidence motion is very much important. And the second thing is that we have already discussed that in 1963, J.B. Kriplani has initiated the first no confidence motion. And he said that, call of duty and call of conscience are paramount. And there is a no question for personal sentiment here. After that speech, Nehru had said that, this thing is very much important in order to maintain the democracy, in order to maintain the parliamentary proceeding, because it will give the test check for the government. So this thing is very much welcomed in India. Moving to the next slide, which is what are the other purpose for the no confidence motion. So you all know that not only the opposition leaders, here so many small parties also takes part in the no confidence motion, and it is not just related to the national issues, in which so many regional issues are also discussed. In 2018, what we have seen that Telugu Desam party has initiated the no confidence motion, in which they had discussed about the Andhra issues, Andhra Pradesh issues. So what we are seeing here that, this thing is not just limited to the central government or the national issues, and it discusses so many wide varieties of the topics and discussions. So here, so many topics could be discussed. It gives a scope to discussion. So moving to the next slide. So when the debate will start? So there is a procedure for the debate. In the past experience, what we have seen that, when the motion has been admitted, the debate started on the same day. And since 1987, we have seen on the 4 occasions that the debate has been started. But there is a provision and rules for the debate starting. So when the motion has been admitted by the Speaker of the Lok Sabha, the Speaker will decide the date, and the date should be within the 10 days of the admission. So this time, Om Birla will decide that when we are going to hold the debate for this thing. And the second thing is that what we are seeing that, the duration of debate can be numerous, and it could be 21 hours, it could be 12 hours, it could be 24 hours, it could be 6 days also, it could be 4 days also. So here there is no foundation on the time limit for the debate. And in 2003, what we have seen that when Sonia Gandhi has initiated a motion, no confidence motion against the Atal Bihari government, and that time what we have seen that there is a 21-hour long debate for 2 days. So these kind of non-durable debates are held, in which so many topics are discussed. So this is the benefit of no confidence motion in the parliament. Moving to the next slide. So this is practice question for prelims. Your question is related to no confidence motion. Your first statement is Article 76 deals with the no confidence motion. Second is Speaker of the Lok Sabha decides the date of the debate. Third is it can be introduced in both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So how many statements given above are correct? Here they are asking the correct statement. Your options are only 1, only 2, all 3, none. Moving to the mains part. So the mains question is, why is the role of opposition considered critical for the democratic polity like India? So here they are discussing about the role of opposition. Then you have to, in intro, you have to use the word mutual accountability, because for mutual accountability, ruling party and opposition party both are responsible. So in order to maintain the polity of India, mutual accountability are need of the hour. So here you have to discuss the mutual respect and mutual accountability. And then you can also mention the provisions of the leader of opposition, which has been mentioned in the constitution. So it will make your introduction more beautiful. Moving to the body part. So what they are discussing that critical for the democratic setup. So here you have to discuss the role of opposition. So opposition helps to maintain the democratic setup of this India, in which no one is autocratic. Everyone has right to speech and expression. So here you have to write that in order to maintain the speech and expression, the role of opposition is required. Scrutiny, conscience of the government, mutual accountability. So these all keywords you can use in the body part, that all these things are very much important for the role of opposition. Then you can also discuss about that what are the loopholes in the opposition leaders and role of opposition in today's parliament. What we are seeing that so many people are allaying that the role of opposition is not effective in the parliament, and that's why so many people's voices are unheard in the parliament, because the ruling party is doing whatever they feel like, but opposition is not raising the issue on that. So you have to find out the loopholes and what are the way forward for it. So what should be the way forward? So the way forward should be that there should be a shadow cabinet like West in the India, in which leader of opposition would be given the responsibility to monitor one area and to monitor all over the issues around the world and around the India. So these kind of things are required in order to strengthen the leader of opposition and role of opposition in the parliament. I hope you like this lecture. The PDF of this lecture is available on Telegram channel.